Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. So guys, it is Friday. We made it through another week. Very busy. I showed you the new project in yesterday's video, which was the KA. Absolutely smashed that yesterday, guys. Great little car that is going to be for someone. Absolutely great. Fingers crossed on the MOT. Not going to be able to do that until next week. Monday, possibly Tuesday. Probably Tuesday, I've got to be honest. I've got so much going on for Monday. So we'll leave it for now. And I'll let you know how we get on with the MOT with that one. But for today, I've got another new project to show you. They just keep coming. This one is a little bit... There's basically... I've won 3 cars and they're all the same. And I'm actually picking up another one today, one of those 3 today. I'll show you when I get back. It's a little bit complicated. There's one outside. I'll explain what's going on. Let's get out there. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys, let's get outside and I'll show you what we've got. I'll explain what's going on. And yeah, drop me a comment and let me know what you think about this. So, it's a Fiesta. But this time, it's a hot magenta red Fiesta. This is actually purchased and bought for someone. So this car is already sold. Now, they've only got a small amount of budget. And I'm just trying to sort of help them out, trying to get the car that they're looking for. And this popped up and I thought, you know what, this is definitely worth a go. There's a few bit of damage on it. There's quite a few bits and pieces around the car. Windscreen, it's quite a big one. So that will need to be done. Got damage up here as well, up this pillar, up here, along here. Wing mirror, front as well, front bumper. Not sure about the bonnet in a minute. It's got a few ripples and stuff down it, so I don't know if that needs to be sorted out and changed, or we can repair it. I don't know at the minute. It is the 1.25 petrol engine, so very reliable engine, this one, guys. This is why I went for this. Because don't get me wrong, I still own this car. I bought this car and they can pull out at any time. But that's okay, because I know that with this car, 5-door Fiesta, that engine, this will sell all day long. And it's only done 64,000 miles, this car. It's 2009, I think I remember rightly, 2009. So 64,000 miles, nothing for that engine, absolutely nothing. Sorry about that, guys. Someone come over to me to have a little chat. Yeah, it's gone now. So what was I saying? So yeah, really low mileage, 64,000. Door glass needs to be changed, which is nothing really. We've got no keys for this one, so it come with no keys, and I knew that. So a little bit risky when it comes to that engine, but because it is low on the mileage, I have disconnected the battery so it won't show up on the dash. But you know, I just need to get some keys in it to see if the engine's okay, basically. And yeah, see if I got a locking wheel nut key there. I know as well, this, check this out, right? Look how many stamps this has got. It's all stamped up, and the last one was in 28th of the 10th 2023, and it done 64,381. So yeah, great history with this car. Let's just hope that engine starts with no problems. but you know, it is what it is. Suspension damage as well on that wheel. That wheel's just tyres split, so we just need to change the tyre on that one. But this one we'll probably need a lower control arm, track rod end and track rod. Like I said, the front bumper's had a bit of a whack at the bottom, I think, so we need to replace the front bumper slam panel on this one. But yeah, you know, it just wants tidying up. Like, I spoke to the potential buyer, and they was like, "Oh, we'll just try and buff that out, and you know, leave that low scratches." They're quite happy to leave certain things. If it's going to cost them more money, they don't really want to spend. You know, they've only got a certain amount of money to spend, so yeah, they just want a cheap runaround. And this is basically what I'm going to give them, is this cheap runaround. But there's a plan. This is part of a bigger plan, basically. Let me just connect that battery back up. So you can see there, look, 64,982. So yeah, there's a bigger plan for this car, guys. Basically, I have bought another car, exactly the same as this one, but with flood damage. So basically, it doesn't run, doesn't drive, nothing. But the rest of the car is immaculate. So I can absolutely use every single thing from the other car to put this one back on the road, basically, and get this one, yeah, change all the parts over. I literally can have everything off the other car. I'm going to use it as a donor car, and yeah, that's the plan. Not only that, I've also won another one of these cars, but an automatic, and exactly the same car with exactly the same colour, 5-door, hot magenta. So that means I'll have 3 cars, 3 of these Fiestas, all the same. And we're going to use the one donor car that's the flood damage one. We're going to use that one car and take off all the parts that we need to fix 2 of these Fiestas. So yeah, that was basically the plan. I found this car for them, and at first, you know, I thought about just replacing the parts, going through the motions, and getting it done, which I can do. You know, windscreen is going to be obviously probably the most amount of money. The bumper's like £200. And when I weighed it all up and looked at all the figures, I thought, you know what? I wonder if I could get a donor car. And the one I'm picking up today, which I'll show you in this video when I go and get it, I'll bring it back. We'll stick it over here next to it. And then we're going to use that donor car to fix the 2 cars. What do you think of the plan? It might not work out. You know, we might get I even was going to think about swapping the barrels over from the donor car to this car, which means then I haven't got to pay for keys to be cut into the car. All I've got to pay for is like 50 quid to someone to program, because you can't just swap them over with keys. You've got to reprogram it into the car, immobilizer and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I even thought about doing that. I'll just have to see how it goes, but we need to go off and get that donor car, bring it back, have a look around it as well, and basically just start swapping bits from it. You know, anything that's missing, anything that can come off that donor car is going to go into this one and the other one that I'm picking up Monday. Obviously today's Friday, so the third one we picked up on Monday, and the donor car is going to come over here. So yeah, even like the parcel shelf, everything that I can take off of it, I'm going to. So yeah, what do we think? What do we think about that? Do you think that's going to work out? I think it's going to be all right. Plus as well, Like the donor car, when I'm going to go and get it, and we'll walk. I'll have a look. I'll show you the donor car, and when I go and get it, but it's still got value, a lot of value in that car. Even after I've taken all the bits off, and then I've taken all the other bits and pieces that I want off to keep, it's still got good value to scrap. It's just. I think it's just a win-win all around. I can't really see us. Yeah, I can't see it. I can't see us being getting unstuck on this one. I really can't. The only thing that will sort of do it is the engine. But I've checked the oil. I've checked to make sure it spins over by hand, and it does. It turns, so it's not locked. There's no problem there. Yeah, we'll just see how that one goes when it comes to the engine, and then just tidy it all up. Really, probably going to take the screen out. I'll remove the screen, and then get this pillar all sorted up here and painted whilst the screen is out. They'll paint up here, get all this sorted out as well, and then just spray it in. I might just get a rattle can and sort of see if I can sort of spray it in, repair it myself, because they've really got a budget and it's really, really tight, and they don't want to be spending any more than that, really. You know, anything else that I sort of do to it, it's like, really, it's not worth me doing. So I've really got to be careful with this one, but I think it's still doable. Yeah. Right. Bear with me, guys. I'm going to go off. I'm going to go and get this flood-damaged Fiesta. Going to bring it back, stick it here. We'll walk around that one, and then I'll show you what the plan is. Or can we just crack on now for an hour? Might be able to just crack on for an hour, you know. Maybe get the bumper off. All right, let me set you up on the tripod. Let's get cracking for an hour on this. Start doing what we can, and then we'll go off and get the donor car. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys. Well, that didn't take long, did it? Yeah, completely stripped off the front end. The aircon rad has definitely had it. The water rad seems okay still. So, but that I'm not worried about that at all, really, because again, like I said, I've got the donor car coming, the water damage one, plus I have kept so many rad packs. You can see them all down there. All different types, mainly all those at the bottom there are for Fiesta. So I ain't worried about not having the right one. I think I've got the right one, but we'll definitely change the aircon rad and see how the water rad is. Crash bar is absolutely fine, so we can reuse that. Need to get a slam panel, obviously smashed up. And then just literally just started taking everything apart. Take the headlights out. I've even took the window wipers off with the top scuttle panel, just to get it ready for when we get that glass removed. I've got to push up a bar, and then I've got to put a wire all around that windscreen to get it out. Done it before on the channel, done loads of them before, so ain't really worried about that. So yeah, just obviously just strip the whole front end off. Chassis legs are fine, no problem there. They're not twisted, bent or nothing, so they're absolutely fine and great. Can't see no damage whatsoever on the engine at all. It's even got, I'll show you. That is a Ford oil filter. So it matches with the service history, what's going on with this car. Do you know what I mean? We've just got to get it started if we can at some point. But I'm not going to put the front end on until I know this runs and starts. Then I moved on to the wheels. Can't get this locking wheel nut, the key that will come with it. It's absolutely smashed inside there. It's not going to get in there and it's not going to turn it. It just won't hold it in there. So yeah, I've resorted to smashing the ring off and then I've got to smash over a 19mm socket, but not one of these 6-point socket. I need a multi-point socket, socket on there, 19mm, and then you whack it over and it grabs in a lot more places, if you know what I mean, because it's multi-pointed, the socket, it grabs it in more places so you can turn it off. So, but I haven't got a 19mm multi-point socket. I did have, but obviously this is what I've done before in the past, and it didn't come off maybe, and I've thrown it, I don't know, but I haven't got it, so I'll have to get hold of one of them. But that's it for now. I'm going to go off. I am going to go and pick up the donor car, which is the flood damaged Fiesta, exactly the same as this. Go and pick it up. I'll stick it over here. We'll have a look at it, and then yeah, see how far we get today. But I'm going to be pretty tired. I've got to go to Colchester to go and pick it up. I'm going to leave now, and I'll see you guys in a little while. So bear with me, and I'll see you in a bit. Right, okay, guys, I am back from the pickup. Let me show you what I have just got. There it is. 2009 Ford Fiesta, water damage, flood. So yeah, I was never going to repair this ever. It was only going to be used for parts. So yeah, like front end, bumper, this wing mirror. So we'll take this off, put it on there. Might just change the whole thing rather than trying to repair that thing over there, because it just looks horrible over there. But there's so many parts on this car that I can actually use. Not just to repair this one. Like I said, I've got another one of these coming, exactly the same as this, but it's an automatic and it's a titanium. And again, it's had a little bit of a front end hit, nothing major. So this car is going to be my parts car for this one and the next one that I'm picking up on Monday. The rest of the parts will be taken off. I'll take them off, I'll store them inside, and then just use them as I can. Just use them. The rest of the car, like the shell and all the rest of it, will just go. A scrap man will come along. I'll give him the V5, sign it over to them, and then that's it. The car will be scrapped, basically. Nothing else. Nothing else to do with it. I'll just take off even this windscreen. This windscreen's coming out. We're taking this one out, and we're going to put it in that one. So we can use that. There's just so many parts. Take off the wings, keep them to one side. Alloy wheels are the same on that car as well. So we'll use 2 good tyres and alloys for the other side of that car. There's just so many bits and pieces that I can use. Bit mouldy in here, guys, as you can imagine, because it's flood damage. Don't really want to be going in there breathing in all the stuff. There's even no point sort of opening the windows, I've got to be honest, to air this car, because we're not going to be going into it. This car is completely dead. No power whatsoever on this car. So we've got to try and get a little bit of power in here if we can. Because I want to get the steering lock and barrel and all that sort of stuff, get that off, and then just see how we go. But it's just, yeah, it's not bad. Doors are okay, wings are okay, even the airbag system, you know, you've got like the seat belts are all right, so all that airbag kit as well, even the dashboard, I can take the dash out. There's just so many bits and pieces on this car that we can use. Let's have a look at the engine. Like I said, this car is dead. No, wrong side. This side. So I'm getting no power. I've got ignition, so I can turn it on, ignition on and off, but there's no power going to it whatsoever. Let's have a look. Depends how high this water went. You just never know these kind of things. That's why they're just not worth trying to repair. It just ain't worth it. If I was to put a new tank, someone's put a new tank on it. Let's have a look, see if there's any water in the... It's actually pretty clean, I've got to be honest. I'd be interested to see if there's any water in the actual sump. So I might have a little investigate on this one, you know. See if this is worth... Because it might be just electrics that's not letting it run, letting it start. You know, it's completely dead, this car. I wonder if I put a jump pack on it, it'll put some power into the car. Is it worth it, do you reckon? I don't know, because we're dealing with a flooded car, which means we don't know where the water's got, you know. So it could have got anywhere. It could have blown the main fuses. It could have got, yeah. I don't know if I want to try this, you know. Let me go and get the jump pack set up. I'll set you up on a tripod. Let me just have a little play with this, just to see if we can get this running. Because if it runs, then that's a good engine that I can save. Do you know what I mean? Because I've had to swap in this engine before. So, because it doesn't look that bad for some reason. I would have thought I would have liked to have seen rust everywhere because of the water would have got onto the engine and rusted it out, but I can't really see that. So very, very strange. Right, let me set you up. Let me see if I can get this running, and we'll go from there. So bear with me, guys. Let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, let me just show you what I have found. First of all, I took this off, airbox cover, and I just want to see if there's any indication of water ingress inside that filter or in there, and it don't look like it. I've got to be honest, this is bone dry, this filter. In fact, it's pretty new. I'd say it's not that old, so it's recently had some sort of service on it. But yeah, just wanted to check that to see if there's any water actually going, like pulled into the engine itself, and that looks dry to me. The other thing I did was I put some more coolant in it. Don't know why. I just feel like that We'll see. Guess if it runs, it's got a bit of coolant running around the system. So let's attach the jumper and see if we can get this any power. I just heard something. We've got power. No way did that just start. What the hell? And I'll tell you what, that is actually running and ticking over. Lovely. So yeah, got a running engine, guys. So this oh God, I bought this for parts. That is why I bought it. I did open the boot, and I found that there was some serious water in the boot itself, and down there underneath the actual spare wheel there's all water in there as well. You can see it. So I'm wondering now, really, is there a water leak? Which it looks like someone's had a little go at trying to seal something here. So is the leak getting into the car? They couldn't find it, or they just give up? Is it coming from the lights? There is condensation in the lights as well. All that's condensation in the lights, both sides. So was this just a water leak rather than a flooded car? Because that is ticking over lovely. Really, really nice. There's no warning lights on that dash whatsoever. Nothing's coming up. Oh God, I don't believe this. I do not believe it. Oh my God. That's crazy. That is crazy, guys. I was expecting it not to run. I was actually expecting that engine to be seized, completely seized, but it's not. It's really ticking over nicely. I'm just a little bit, sorry, I'm just a little bit taken back because, yeah. It's supposed to be the parts car, and I suppose really it still should be, because I can't trust that this was. I've checked underneath as well, and it looks absolutely fine. I just don't understand. I just don't get it. That is unbelievable. Right, okay. I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do now, because it's really thrown me. I'm completely thrown. I'm shocked that this actual car is in better condition than this car. It is. It really is. Yeah, the only good thing about this car it's got going for it is that's less mileage. I think that's 64,000 that mileage with a full service history. That one has done 120,000 with no service history. I've got nothing, no paperwork, nothing. I did think it was strange because I checked the oil, I checked the cap. It looks like it's not been in. It looks when it's normally, I've seen pictures of cars going through floods and stuff. It don't really get to the top of the engine because the bumper and the bonnet is kind of hiding it. It comes up from the underneath. And I've checked underneath, guys, and it's so clean. Well, it's not clean, it's dirty. I would expecting it to be right clean because obviously sitting in water, but it's not. It's really, really dirty and grimy underneath there. So yeah, this is really throwing me now. Really, really throwing me, guys. What am I gonna do? I don't know what to do now. Right, okay. I'm going to have to leave it there. I'm going to have to end the video there. We're going to come back Monday. I'm going to read all your comments. Let me know what you think, what I'm going to do. Because I have got another one coming as well on Monday. Exactly the same car. It's coming Monday. And I was supposed to fix... I was supposed to fix only 2 cars and have that as parts. But... It's absolutely fram. Obviously, the interior is minging like hell, and I'd like to just change the whole interior if we was going to keep it to get rid of it. But at the minute, I just don't know what to do with it. But let me know in the comments section, guys, what am I going to do? Have a think about it. I'll have a think about it over the weekend. I'll come back to you Monday, and we'll make a decision and go from there. I'll let you know what I've actually decided to do. But for now, that's it. Have a great weekend. And I'll see you on Monday. What a bombshell that is. I was really expecting that to be seized. Have a great weekend, guys. See you Monday.